all aboard. It's that horrible time that you've all been dreading. I'm Kelly Jack, and I'm back to show you my terrible gaming skills. No, I'm actually here to share my love of a game, which is why Trans is pretty much my game on the program, the channel. I am looking right now at what I can do to try and upgrade my systems. Good. None of my airplanes don't have airplanes in this one. That's right. Good. This really isn't the kind of map where an airplane makes sense to me. I've done it before, though. It just causes massive jam ups trying to get everybody to and from the airport, and then getting enough planes to move at both ends that it's profitable. I would definitely not be a captain in that industry. Captain, I wouldn't even be a PFC with a clipboard. And those are dangerous. So I'm kind of looking things over here, trying to decide which way to take things in my little game. And if there is a good way to take things, I think we're going to do what I was looking at first, which is get rid of these last four, especially those three red ones that are losing money. Even though they're tiny little short bus routes, they're losing so much money that it's not even funny anymore, and it's time to replace these guys. So we're going to unpause the game. This is the Trans Sessions, the Devil's Towers Fixit 1969 game. And this is episode 72. I really should look to confirm these things. I really should get some new pens out. Anybody who knows me knows that there's a stash usually that's 2 or 3 years worth. Let's see here. We're going to tell this guy to retire. And then I've got to figure out where he's at. So let's go to that community. Ashstead. Nearest depot is the old Scratch. The old Scratch. I did do one little corner fix that was driving me nuts when I first came into the game because something had gone wrong at it before I hit record. I will confess. Alright, so that's the wrong depot. We need the barn. We need the garage. Alright, so the Sertas are going to be dying here very shortly. 2 years. Less than 2 years. A year and a half. So I'm going to get a couple Sertas out on the road into these lines and see what we can do. Cash-wise doing those. And we're also going to go and take a peek at that line. Brenton figure 8 bus. Was an empty line. Is there another empty line? Bus lines are truck station bus. That's the one I really needed to put this on, but we're going to put this guy out. Let him go ahead and go. Put a Serta on the bar crux. He is line 129. Gonna look at this guy, and you know what? I was gonna look at the line itself on 129 and see what else we needed to update on it. Station list, yeah, it's got a pretty good list on it. Okay. Ep72 Station Shuttle has the H-Tran on it. And he's losing money with 4 stops. What's this guy cost us per mile? $1.95. What's the Serta cost us? $2.30. What's my cheapest bus? Right there. That's what we're going to put onto the Ashstead station. Part of the problem, I think, is that I have, and that is 81. I just have too many buses that are out there, and we need to start dispatching some things back, and you can retire, Mr. H-Trans. H-Trans are going to be croaking here shortly, too. But this Icarus, the Polling Bee Prima Donna. There we go. Get over here. Polling Bee is there. He have a bus burn over here, if I remember right. Somewhere there's bus burn. Oh, yeah, they were dispatching out of they were dispatching out of the satellite yard, satellite garage. And we're going to launch onto him as well. So that's Route 86. And now we should be able to come back to here. This is the guy. And we're going to tell him to just retire out the field. And now we should have the bonnet and the wren. Spring wren. The H-Trans is going to be very much longer either with us. The joined bus ain't going to do us any good. The minibus. How many people's on an Ike again? 39. He's full. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we will put onto the Spring Wren stage line a full-on bus, and our options there, 350, 985. That guy can only do 65. This guy can get up to 80. Jumbo Cruiser's pricey as all get out. We're going to take and go this route. Join bus, nearly as pricey as the other. Let's go this guy. And he's going to be on the Spring Wren. Spring Wren stage. And he's going. And then we tell that guy to take a hike. Spring Wren. And we're going to tell this guy, yo, like, when you unload, go ahead and call it a day and sell yourself. Have the driver take it home to become his camper. And looking pretty good on that idea. He'll be going shortly. There he goes. Now we got the Barcarks Bonnet bus. Bonnet bus. And how many stops has he got? Quite a few. And this guy is not running very many people. I think a minibus would work great on this route. How much is the minibus? 20. Oh, yeah. Let's just put a minibus onto this. Line 89. Or 88. 88. There he is. And then just tell this boy to retire out there in the field, not even bring him back into the base. Take those guys a few to get to where I'm getting them, and we're going to close out our line management. No, we are going to look at profitability. Take all the names out, filter names out. Profit, the losing ones versus our money makers. Our money makers are pretty big, straightforward. Some of these are red because they are red for the month, but black overall. Yellows, of course, haven't run that much, or we've done enough of a change that it doesn't have a good figure. I've always treated buses, though, as something where I really don't care whether they lose money. Let's take a peek at our finances on that. We're only losing $20,000 a year. So I think those little changes I made will make some difference. I'll get it down 3,000 or 4,000 more down. And then we just got to try to identify which lines are not running heavy. And after that, trains, of course, are making the main profit. The trams are losing money. They were put in for prettiness and to show that we could. And then, of course, the other stuff, which is worth 27. I really wish it would give me a breakdown on what these are. I know the HQ is one item in the bag, because I can make that jump. I'm still on the original HQ, believe it or not. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the HQ. Yeah, see, as you can see how much that jumped. on my monthlies. That's a $1,200 jump. That was, I believe, actually the second level HQ. So, yeah, that was my HQ. That's your costs. It's mainly the headquarters and a couple other things that pile into there. One of the few things you cannot take and sell either. I don't think it lets you destroy an HQ. You have to replace it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I don't have quite the filters. So I'm going to go to passenger trucks, box goods, passengers. Still don't have a good way to take and sort that. You know what? We can do it vehicle-wise. Road vehicles, come to my settings, turn off the special for a moment. No, make a loss. Obsolete won't matter. I also want to see any that are no schedule. Do I have anybody that's got no schedule, no line? In a depot, none. Nobody stuck. None with no route. Obsolete is currently off. So let's go to make a loss. Now within that, of course, we're doing filter for passengers. Income. Smallest. So the Ashwell, West, and Lord Butchworth's bus can use a replacement. And he's hardly running anything. Let's see what sort of trips he's generating. You know what? Let's put a minibus on that. I think that's a good one to take and throw a minibus out onto. Let's go out here, Ashwell. Ashwell is here. So our dispatch is this guy. Again with the yard, we're going to take and tell a minibus to go on to line 125. Start. And we're going to tell this guy to go ahead and retire out there. That will get us a little bit of distance. This guy, again, looking at the chart, we want to look at the trips. He's actually getting good trips. He's just not making money, so he's the wrong bus for this. Free capacity versus trips is pretty wide. I'd say he's probably not running more than a quarter full. So I think we can put a minibus onto the Newchester Pineville Connects. And that sounds like a good idea. We can do that by going to that. Good old scratch barn here. Yeah, we're already in it. And it's a minibus to the Newchester. Put him onto that. Tell Mr. Longbus that he is to retire out the field. Actually, no, we're going to unload only. And then once he's empty, I'm going to take and send it back to the depot because long buses are stuck around for a while. Till 95, so I got 9 more years so I can use those. Something I haven't looked at in a while is what buses do we get after a certain point. So starting in 94, we're going to pick up the passenger. Nothing. All the buses that we're got are out there. So, there really should be different buses than these. Because not everybody's going to be using those super high-end or type super tinies. There needs to be a mid-ranger. Something in the lines that would let you take and do it right. And we're just going to call it quits at that point because I really don't foresee... He's empty. Go to the depot. I really don't foresee being able to take and do much more. I want to get down to at least 5 of these down into minibuses or something like that. And I'm pretty certain these next 2 can handle a minibus, but this guy was just totally full a minute ago. So, when you get down here, a couple of these are, it might just be it's the wrong bus for the wrong speeds nowadays or something like that. We need to look into it, put more of the double-deckers out in the line. There, he's back in the depot. And I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day or better night than I'm having.